Hello friends, this is Scott, and if you remember, if you've been following my channel, I've been screening lots of soil from the big pile of dirt and wanted to give you a good look at it. It's still some pretty good stuff, the loamy stuff on top, but as I'm digging down there though, I'm getting into the clay layers and I'm going to use some, that for different purposes. But I need to move a lot of dirt, so I'm going to be making a patio here, so I'm multitasking. I'm hauling the rock after I screen out, and I'm going to use it in my pathways in the back, plus I've got these 4 buckets, only 4 because that's all I've got right now, to bring up to Salt Lake. And this is going to be a daunting task. You're probably going to laugh at me, but yeah, I'm planning on taking a lot of that clay and bringing it to my Salt Lake residence and filling in this big indoor or in-ground trampoline pit that I used as a compost bin that I tore apart last year and brought those raw materials down. So yeah, there's 4 buckets. So I got my start on filling this hole. Again, I'll have to keep topping it off because this organic matter will break down and it'll sink. So yeah, I know what I've got lots of trips, but I did make it to Home Depot in Salt Lake, and I did bring down some wall block. I brought 10 wall blocks, the big ones. I think they're 60 pounds each, and then the big bags of sand, I brought 5. So I'm going to start on the wall, and I'm going to show you a little bit of that today, but I'm not going to get too much into that. That'll be a whole video, and it'll take weeks to finish that project. But again, we're back to showing you my pain, and this is digging in the big pile of dirt that's now, again, I flattened it out pretty good, but multitasking. I'm taking this material out of here because all this is going to get removed, and I'm going to build a patio that's sunken, that's the same level as the sidewalk. But as you can see here, the material is still pretty good. I've got some loamy stuff on top, and so my first part of the planting bed in the spring there that I need to do is I was going to put right here. I was going to put the my peas, but I think I'm going to wait on that and do something else. But Theo's out helping me, and he's planting something, but I don't think it's really what I want in my spring garden. But when you have 4 cats, that's kind of what happens. But I've been using my biochar and the wood ash from my fires that I've been having. I've had them, fairly regularly, but that's all good material that I'm going to keep adding to the garden as I can as I'm burning stuff. And and I'm going to be raking all that in and making this bed. And I think what I'm going to plant here instead of peas is I think I'm going to put my onions there. So that's the plan, I think, at this point. But I've got to go pick up some onion sets and get some plants. And I'm planning on planting a lot of the crops that I do eat instead of just trying to plant a little bit of everything. So I'm really going to go all out on onions because I like to cut them up and freeze them and use a lot of onion. And I want to, again, the garlic we're going to have lots of garlic, and I'm going to plant potatoes, quite a few potatoes, and my tomatoes I'm going to double, I think, this year. So, but this bed here, the lighter colored soil, I think is going to be where my brassicas are going to be. So that bed's ready to go. I just need to, I didn't start any seeds indoors this year. I'm just going to go to the nurseries and pick them up. It seems like they work better just if you buy them at the nursery. But as you see, got, more beds to prep and a lot more manure to spread out too. And, I've got shady nests from the tree here, so I'm going to do some tree pruning. So yeah, I'm just multitasking. I'm just kind of bouncing from thing to thing, and I'm going to show you what I was up to this week. One area of the garden that the chickens really destroyed was my blackberries, and I hope they didn't kill them. I've only have a couple bushes that I tip propagated, and I did a video on that for you guys. So once I've got the chickens locked up, which I had in my last video, I did screen some good loamy soil. And I'm going to go ahead and bury these in good. And hopefully I've saved them. And then I'm going to do a lot more propagation. I don't know if I'll do tip propagation or if I'll just cut up the canes and try to root them all and then just fill in this area. But as you see, there's lots of manures in this enlarged area that I am going to put all blackberries. So I've got lots of more dirt to screen. And as you see my south side there, I've got lots of dirt to move into that too. So with the big trampoline pit I got to fill up and all these beds I got to bring soil and screen, that big pile of dirt will disappear. And again, I made a joke that I hope I have enough. Well, we'll see, because even though there's a lot of dirt there to move and looks pretty daunting, I may run out and I may have to just go buy some soils too. So, but again, I did load up the manures from the pasture this spring, and I got a head start on all that, and I did, put it very heavy, and so I needed to spread that out. So again, I'm just working from back to back to back, and doing different projects and running around and like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get done a little bit of everything. Because again, the spring garden needs to be planted soon. It's March and it's time down here. So yeah, wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow of screened soil I'm just going to bring here. And again, I'm still removing it from the big pile of dirt, but I'll be transitioning to a little bit of a different area I'll show you here of where I'm going to be doing most of my work and screening most of the soil, which is that wall that I'll be putting in. So yeah, I've got lots of dirt to move, and as you see, I've made a dent lately, and yeah. But again, a lot of that material, once I put it in the drainage system, I can just slough it down and level it out. I'm going to put some kind of I'm not sure what kind of material I'm going to put on top, whether it's gravel or there's some composite material that you can use that keeps weeds down, and I can't remember what it's called. But here I am measuring the beds because I want to do, approximately 4-foot beds, and I want to do 18-inch walkways, I think. So yeah, I'm just, I did, I think 7 loads of soil screened. So as you can see, I got my hoodie up because got a little chilly one morning, but it wasn't terrible, but wasn't cold enough I needed to wear gloves. But yeah, my ears were getting a little cold with my bald head. But yeah, it took 7 wheelbarrows to fill this, or do this row, and I got that raked out. And then again, there's room for another row. If I prune that tree and get rid of some shade, I probably can put some additional crops there. I think I'm going to put my peas in the last bed I make today, which you're seeing here, should be here, because they can use a little shade. And again, I'm planting them a little later than I did last year, a lot later. I did February 3rd, and they didn't do well. So yeah, March should be a good time to put them in. And I got that raked out, and I'm going to just, again, haul more soil. And once I have this area ready, I'll plant those peas. And again, if it gets a little shade, that'll help. But right there, I'm going to put the cucumbers and probably the squash on that corner there by the chicken coop. So, or maybe just the different kinds of squash. I'll see. The summer squash. But again, another look from the sidewalk view again, you'll see I can slough a lot of that dirt off into that hole once I get my pit, so it's not too bad. Well, then I decided to look at the pasture, and the animals are just ripping it up. And so I decided I'm locking them up for a couple months. I need my pasture grass to grow. The neighbors just, kept animals on it for the last couple of years, and we've never had a break. So I need to force a break, and I need to, again, prune the tree out in the pasture, and I need to bring some dirt out here and get this all leveled out, and probably bring some more grass seed in, and let this grow for a couple months before I let them back in here. So I think I'm going to keep them out until the irrigation season starts, and then by that time I think we'll have a foot of grass or so, and give the cows something to eat, and also allows the grasses to mature and actually produce some seed themselves, which is an important part of the process. If you just continually graze, you're just going to wear out your grass. It's not going to replenish itself, and your pasture will just, as you drive down the road, you see a lot of pastures have no grass in them. Well, that's where this pasture's headed if I don't force a break. So yeah, they can stay on the neighbor side for now, and there's no grass to eat over here anyway, so it's no burden to him. He's feeding hay at this point. So yeah, I'm not going to have any manures. I did pick them all up in my pasture, so I got a clean pasture, and I want the grass to grow, and I want to reseed, and the cows and the horse are doing fine. As you see, they're happy, and the Wagyu is just having a good time trotting around, and the horse has been running around too. So they're excited for the spring weather. And it's been beautiful. And next week, which I think will be approximately March 20th, I think we're supposed to have an 80-degree day. So yeah, so much for spring. We're going to be jumping right back into summer, and then we'll have freezes. But this is where I'm going to get my dirt, start screening from here, because I've got the first bit of raw materials to start building this retaining wall. Again, it's just I'm not really worried, because this dirt has been sitting here for probably 10 years, and it's sloughed off a little bit with rains. There's Theo overseeing the project, but yeah, it's sloughed off a little bit, but it's not a weight issue. I've not had avalanches or anything or mudslides so much. So I'm just going to dig back, and I'm going to put the 60-pound wall block in. And again, gravity's not my friend. It is sloping uphill. It's sloping toward the house actually. So I have to level the wall, and so I will start the first block right at pretty close to sidewalk level, and then as I level it back, those blocks will get kind of buried into the ground, and then I'll start again another row. But that's how much soil I was able to screen, and have this much more to do before I can get my peas going. So yeah, that'll be the next push, is to work on the wall. And then as you see, I've got a lot of other places where I need dirt. I may have to bring some in, because I'll be in the clay pretty soon, and I don't know how much of that clay I want to actually use in my garden beds, but yeah, we'll see. I've grown vegetables in it. So, well, thanks for watching this video, and I'm going to keep on the spring push to get my garden ready to go. And I think the next video you'll probably see is going to be some planting. And stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.